Hello and welcome to UiPath Task Mining Sales Course. I'm Sunil Tahilramani, Director of AI Product Marketing, and today I'm thrilled to introduce you to Task Mining, our exciting newest addition to the growing UiPath portfolio and a solution that rounds out the Discover portfolio, which we'll cover in more details. In this course, we're going to cover the main benefits and unique capabilities of task mining. We'll cover the target customer and the go-to-market approach for this initial release, and we'll talk about its positioning in the market and explore our key competitive differentiators. So let's get started. Before we go into the details, it's important to understand where task mining fits in the UiPath portfolio. The UiPath end-to-end automation platform covers all stages of the automation's lifecycle, and task mining sits in the Discover pillar, helping customers discover what to automate as they look to scale their automation initiatives. And it complements other products in the Discover portfolio that include Automation Hub, Task Capture, and Process Mining. Like we do with every release, we tease out the key themes, and for the 21.4 release, Task Mining is the key product launch that's covering the theme of AI-powered discovery that we are going to highlight as we land this release with customers. Task Mining has been in preview for about a year, and during this time we've been working closely with around 20 customers to get this product into a polished state. The feedback has been great, as you will see in some of the quotes, telling the product is ready and it was worth the wait. You'll also notice that this is a horizontal application applicable across industries and domains. The key highlights from the quote include that the product really delivers on finding key automation opportunities and process improvements, its ease of use, and the rapid cycle time, all within the UiPath automation platform. Also, at the time of this recording, which is just before the IPO, Ashim posted a message where investors see task mining as a big momentum generator for us. Having a good visibility into real flow of work in an enterprise, which is a complex system that comprises of interdependent resources of people, processes, systems, and robots, is critical to superior business performance. What we hear from customers after they start to benefit from early automation initiatives and want to start scaling, that they face challenges to quickly identify their most promising automation opportunities to make sure they'll get the desired ROI, and they want to have some data-backed proofs to prioritize the best automation ideas. But there is no unified approach to getting there and understanding how work gets done. Most people do not work in one application. In a normal day, you go back and forth between multiple applications, open email, PDFs, look at an invoice, Excel spreadsheets, and have 1,000 of these interactions. Traditional approaches to uncovering these have relied on interviewing a small subset of employees, conducting time and motion studies. These tend to be expensive and time-consuming initiatives, often taking months, and deliver subjective outputs because they are based on how an employee might perceive their process. Task mining solves these challenges by using technology to capture day-to-day desktop activities and applies sophisticated machine learning techniques to identify repetitive tasks that have high potential for automation. The entire process is broken into 4 steps, starting with collect. Here you can centrally administer the capture process, invite and manage users from the admin portal, where you can also specify which apps should be captured. The transparent desktop app gets installed on the desktop and securely captures and aggregates workflow data without interrupting employee work. The analyzer then uses advanced machine learning techniques to tease out frequent task patterns and repetitive activities that could be automated. You get detailed metrics about each process, such as time spent, apps used, execution time, etc. And the self-service analytics and model management experience is all powered through the seamless integration with AI Center. Then you move into the visualization step, where powerful visualization tools automatically construct a process graph that aggregates all of these traces. You determine the most frequent path variation, and you can drill down into each trace, including a process replay. Finally, you get the benefits of full integration with the UiPath automation platform with one-click exports to process definition documents or into UiPath Studio for speedy bot building for rapid automation. Let's do a quick demo of task mining. During this demo, you'll meet these 4 different personas during the different stages of the demo. Beth is an RPA COE director at a large manufacturing company, and the challenge for Beth is to engage the stakeholders across the business to quickly identify automation opportunities beyond the low-hanging fruit. The first step in Beth's task mining project is to collect employee desktop data without interrupting their work. She will log in as an administrator, create a project, and then invite the employees to install the desktop app. The next step is to configure the settings, such as creating a list of approved applications to record. This ensures privacy and data protection concerns are managed. As you can see, it only took a few minutes for Beth to set up a new project. Now let's meet one of our business users, Alex, who is an accounts payable specialist on the finance team. As one of the users who Beth invited to record their work, he receives the invite and downloads the application to his local laptop and finally logs into the task mining applications. Once all the users are invited and have installed the application, Beth is ready to start the recording. Once recording is active, Alex simply performs his daily activities and does not need to interact with the application at all. He does have the option to see which applications are being recorded, but otherwise he can go on with his daily day-to-day work uninterrupted. After 1 week of recording has been captured across all users, enough data has been collected to begin the analysis phase. Beth logs into AI Center on the same Automation Cloud platform that she used to deploy task mining. She will launch a new machine learning package to perform the analysis on the recorded data. This part of the project only takes a few steps to run, and more importantly, no data science knowledge is required to run the analysis. Once the analysis results are ready, she invites Macy, the subject matter expert, to interpret the results. The dashboard provides a high-level understanding of key metrics of the project, such as total number of recorded hours, number of actions, and most importantly, the number of repetitive tasks that were identified as automation candidates by the AI model. Moving down, they find a more detailed view of each of the identified tasks, showing total time spent on the task, number of users who performed the same task, etc. One feature that makes reviewing traces quick and painless is the replay function, which allows them to quickly see the steps animated and understand what the traces represents. As she reviews more details, Macy is confident that trace 2 is the most suitable trace they would like to automate, and they move on to the final step of the project, the export phase. Task mining can accelerate the documentation and development of automation. To do this, Beth simply clicks the Export Trace button on the bottom left corner and the files are saved. Satya, who is an RPA developer, is now ready to start building the automation based on the PDD and the studio file that Beth has sent him. As you can see, task mining makes task discovery easier throughout the enterprise. COE leaders save time and money versus traditional approaches and now have an objective view with which they can engage the business. Business analysts are no longer having to do those manual interviews which are time consuming and get detailed process documentation through the PDDs. RPA developers get an accelerated starting point, and employees have no disruption to their productivity with the low-touch process that task mining ensures. Let's talk about the differentiators of task mining. As you saw the feedback from our preview customers, the ease of use as well as the total cycle time of days versus weeks and months compared to our competitors is a clear differentiator. In the next couple of slides, we'll cover pricing, and we have the most competitive pricing in the industry. Second, we have put a lot of effort to ensure that the discovery happens without disruption to employee productivity, and the desktop app provides this low-touch way to capture and aggregate employee workflow. The third area is a big differentiator, which is our machine learning model and our powerful visualization. A lot of our competitors say they have AI in their task mining solution, but the reality is their models tend to provide subpar results. Finally, the discovery to automation is probably one of our biggest differentiators compared to pure play task mining vendors. The real power of the UiPath platform is the ability to provide this full circle where you can convert insights into actions and build automation. Additionally, the entire experience is within our automation cloud, so customers get the benefit of all of the features such as single sign-on and the rapid release cycle. Now let's switch gears and talk about the sales and GTM approach, starting with the target audience. The primary target audience for task mining is the COE leaders who are looking to scale their automation program and build this automation pipeline. They've relied on manual approaches to finding out how work gets done in an organization and are looking to speed up this process with a scientific approach and get detailed documentation. So things like the export to PDDs and studio export would certainly help them. The next target persona is the business unit leaders who are looking to understand not only the frequent path, but what variances exist between the different users and groups within their employee base. And in often cases, they'll be looking to find insights that they were not aware of before. The final persona is the BPO persona, which we're looking to develop working with the partner team. But again, here the BPOs want to constantly identify opportunities that they can use to improve productivity for their employees. When looking for ideal customers for the 21.4 release, which is the cloud release, you want to focus on customers that have Automation Cloud enabled. Customers with mature COE and departments such as finance and contact center that have repeatability of work are ideal customer targets. These are also customers who should be okay with collecting user data in accordance with the privacy laws. And the initial release for task mining is English language focus, so you want to focus on customers that would be okay with that. The initial GA release of task mining will be available in these three cloud regions, and you want to focus on customers that are in the non-regulated industries who would be okay with the cloud offering. In terms of the UiPath segment, we want to focus on these segments that have high propensity of adoption of task mining. What's in it for you? You get the 1.5x EPS sales credit, and like we said, access to more business unit leaders. But what ultimately task mining is aimed at driving is additional bot sales based on the new automation opportunities that are identified. Now let's discuss the pricing and licensing for task mining. Task mining in the cloud is sold in a two-part licensing structure. There's the license component, which is a flat fee that covers unlimited users, and then there's a compute unit, which delivers the computing resources required to analyze the recorded data. A single unit of compute provides one CPU core machine with 4 gigabits of RAM for 1 hour. The determination of compute is based on project. One project is roughly $30 to $50 based on 100 to 200 hours of recording. Each project is considered as 5 business users recording for about a week. We created the prepaid package of 10,000 compute hours to accommodate a typical use case of around 50 projects annually. Computing needs will vary based on number of projects, the number of users recorded, and amount of data to be processed. The addition of task mining rounds out the Discover portfolio, which now consists of these 4 products: task mining, process mining, automation hub, and task capture. Naturally, customers would start to ask questions around the differences and functionalities between these products, who they are for, and when to use them. I won't be able to cover all of this during this training, but we have made available the Discover positioning slide deck on HighSpot for you to use. When talking about competition, it's important to look at the Discover pillar holistically. For Discover, the release of task mining pushes us far ahead and gives us an end-to-end complete Discover platform story. The 4 products in our Discover portfolio cover all areas of discovery to help drive new automations for our customers. AA has made some improvements to discovery bots, so it sits somewhere between task capture and task mining, but does neither quite as well as our products. Microsoft has released a few new products in the Discover pillar. The first is Process Advisor, which is a similar story to Discover Bot, sitting somewhere between task capture and task mining. They also have a new Power App called the Innovation Backlog app, which is their version of Automation Hub, but again not as well integrated to the platform. But overall, we are still far ahead on discovery, and it is a major area of strength for us. Direct competitors for task mining include Fortress IQ, Celonis, Cryon, who have dedicated task mining solutions which are covered in the competitive playbook. We won't be able to cover all the nuances of the different competitors. This is just one of the slides from the task mining competitive playbook. When competing on task mining, it's important to highlight 2 key areas. First is our holistic discover story. Complete process discovery can come from multiple angles: crowdsourced ideas, user desktop activity, business systems, and we cover all of those scenarios. And second, the ability to convert these insights into action with the integration with the market-leading automation platform. No other competitor can make both of these claims. Once a customer is interested in task mining, we can provide them with a 30-day trial license. The trial license is limited to a maximum of 3 projects or studies within that time frame. The process starts by you nominating the customer by filling out this form, which is reviewed and triaged by the EPS team and the pre-sales team. And once approved, a customer gets the request to provide their relevant information from their cloud tenant, and then DealHub enables a 30-day trial for the customer. Throughout the duration of this course, you saw how task mining's ease of use and out-of-box value could be compelling for your customers. Additionally, the simplified licensing model makes it simple to code, and the aggressive pricing model ensures that you're helping customers convert those insights into action by discovering more automation opportunities. The innovative solution leverages AI to quickly identify customers' most promising automation opportunities and make sure they'll get the desired ROI, and also additionally provides data proofs to prioritize those best automation ideas. As a partner to a UiPath, it means you're discovering more opportunities to consult with your partners and also getting visibility into their long-term pipeline of future projects, which also means more RPA licenses. Ultimately, it also means you're providing meaningful value to help your customers be successful. For more information, please bookmark our partner portal, your single place to go for partner news, product information, sales positioning, and support materials. Our partners are very important to our business. We would greatly appreciate if you could take a moment to complete the following feedback survey to share your input into how we can continue to improve our partner training and enablement programs. Thank you for watching this task mining sales training as part of the 21.4 release, and happy selling.